Why sim giget sigadem hanana kabit waltse kabilkul ara khadni nagadam we am a basam lach yum stanemos absam lukot oyach sit nusam ara amgoth welsam salemos will wilaiskam some shodam nusam do I Dr. Michael D'Angeli Duem Gamsiwayu, professor at the University of the Fraser Valley, Di Haselsanu. Nanikim Gwa Lugwith Limkik Limkatsamil Duet Naksu Yanagi Naksu Gwa Gotsamil Dis Teeth Lane Duet at a Yanagi Squishkomu. Git Hayetsk at a Git Hayetsk duet. Git Hayetsk num. Hayetsk gwa. Dimshan Niska Heisla Haida Taltan Kavil at a Musquim num. At a Tzawit. Lu am gogodum sanitsum gawan at a lu sim gam gogodum will gamilgum at a limium dagwasum. In Somalia, our language, which is the language spoken by the Stimshan, Niska, and Gitsan people, I've addressed all of you as we do in our feasts and ceremony, because for us, this is not a performance of anything but who we are. And we are sharing who we are with all of you here today. As I said, so for us, there is a fine line between this time that we have together and our ceremonies, and we bring a lot of our ceremony into our practice. It's one and the same. In our language, I held up my nachs. This is my husband, Gatsamil, Mike D'Angeli, our middle son, Git Hayetsk, Nick D'Angeli, and our baby boy. Hayetsk is his name on his birth certificate, which means copper shield. He's 2 years old. We are the people of the copper shield, the Git Hayetsk, and in our language, we thanked our Sisnemos relatives, our Wilwilaisk, for allowing us to share our songs and dances in their beautiful and unceded territory. We are honored to be guests here. We'd also like to say Toyach Satnusum to our hosts. And I just asked her how to say her real name.
Satasia.
Satatlia, right? Sataslia. For allowing us for inviting us today, her and Holly Bright. We come from many different nations, mostly northern nations on the coast. And the songs and dances that we are sharing first are those that honor our hosts in these unceded lands, the Nanemos, as well as gives our gratitude to our hosts at the festival for the invitation. This is our chief's dance.
We're happy to be here to celebrate, to dance. We again raise our hands up to our hosts. This song we were taught as young ones to dance as it honors our Simgigat and Sigamhanachs, our chiefs, our matriarchs, our most relied upon people in the village, our leaders. We do this as we hope that our words, our actions, our songs and dances land as lightly as these pakwa, these eagle and swan's down. This is, we would do as we would enter in on canoes, we would scatter this pakwa, and we would hope that it comes out to you. In English, it's like a blessing or good luck. So after our performance, if you see some of the down, you're more than welcome to take it and put it inside your medicine pouch for your own bundle. And ta'ach sisam. Go go them gods of Mana! Waiwa! So a little bit of housekeeping for us now that we've done some of our protocol is it is okay to take photos. It is okay to take video. You just owe us $5 a piece. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But if you do decide to tag it and post it on social media, we ask that you tag Mike D'Angeli or the Git Hayetsk dancers. And the spelling, I think, is on the sides and all the, agendas for the day. We are a very social people, so we love our social media. Yeah, there's a good clap for social media. There you go. So this next song predates social media. This song we were gifted through trade through our dear relative Sa'aplak, Bob Baker of the Squamish people. And amongst the Coast Salish, and I'm sure it's the same over here, Anacha in their language, in our language we call it Satampti. In English it is the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is to get everybody's attention. For us on the West Coast, and especially in the North, being a witness is one of the most prestigious positions to be in, as it's your job to watch, to hear, to feel it in your God, your heart, and then to go share it. We embodied social media. So it's your job to go and do that and talk about what you've seen. Anacha in Satamti is going to come here and dance. They're going to share all the beautiful colors in the rainbow that Samagalaha, the Creator, has gifted us. In our languages, we have names for every one of those colors, so we argue that that makes them traditional. You're gonna see my wife and my son dance this, and as of recently, we just danced this about a week ago, and our 2.5-year-old started dancing in it with his mom and his brother. This is Anacha en Satampti, the Thunderbird. Awesome. So it's pretty awesome. We're so happy. We have 3 amazing young ones that have been dancing with us since after we've all come out of the pandemic. Em and Tutu are 4 and 6, and that's my niece Joyce's daughters, and our son Hayetsk, who's 2.5. He's actually been dancing masks since he was about 15 months old, or maybe even 4 months old, excuse me. He danced them at Hobier before lockdown. So it's been really amazing to watch these little ones come out and start taking it up. We still continue to practice. We did it like all of us as the best we could outside and of course, or Zoom. And it's been amazing to watch these little ones get over their nervousness and shyness. It's actually been really motivational as us as adults to get over our own things and to come through this and to watch the power and strength of these amazing young ones. This next dance is an old song. It was composed by my late grandparents, Samagik Oye and Sigamhanach Basach, Chief Reggie D'Angeli and Sigamhanach Matriarch Louise Barton D'Angeli. And in this song, it's about peace. We're gonna scatter the pakwa again. And when we scatter this, it is a way of sanctifying, blessing the area. We do this a lot to show reverence for the territory we're in. We do this to honor our hosts. We do this to honor all of you guys. This is our peace song. So we are known as what's known as a Noch dance group. Noch means beyond human power, and that is personified through our milch, our masks. I'm not checking my texts or Facebook. I'm checking to see what the next song is. So this song that we're going to be sharing next honors the first totem pole raising I had in Vancouver in 2000. And I make my living as an artist and carver, and much of the noch or ceremonial beans and masks that you're seeing danced here today has been created by me or with my assistants. If we can get these young ones off the center here, we're actually going to be coming through with masks and dancing through here. And we don't want to knock anybody over, but since we've already warned you, it now becomes your responsibility. That if the young ones get in the way with our dancers, you have to pay us, not the other way around, and I will collect. Yeah, I'm ex-military, I know how to collect. So, I make my living as an artist and carver. I just recently completed my 27th totem pole. I've been commissioned, oh, thank you. I have been commissioned to do 7 more to go along the Highway of Tears for our murdered and missing and residential school survivors. It all started off with this one totem pole that was a bear and an eagle, and there happens to be The eagle happens to be my wife and youngest son's crest, and the bear is one of my crests. So it means a lot to be able to do this. You're gonna see our children and our dancers wearing the eagle masks and coming out and honoring the eagles. This is our eagle song. So go to get It sure is amazing to see the young ones dance. It sure makes our hearts happy. When we saw with the Cowichan, with our Cowichan Wilayaks, our Cowichan family, with the little one, the real young one dancing, it was so beautiful to see that strength and power. And I can't help but like have a smile like cheek to cheek there, ear to ear, watching these young ones, because not so long ago, I know when I was growing up in the 80s, this wasn't the cool thing to do. And not so long ago, even within my mother's generation, who was one of my greatest teachers, and definitely within my grandparents' generation, this was illegal. And so for us to be able to dance and to share and exercise our rights and privileges means so much to be able to do that. Let's give our ancestors a round of applause. So this next song happens to honor one of my favorite cultural heroes. His name is Tamesum. Tamesum is a transformer, a shapeshifter, a trickster. His favorite form is that of the raven. So we're about to be visited by a Tlaimsum spirit, a raven spirit, and all of his beautiful shapes, forms, and colors. And you should be well warned that he loves to tease us. So you've all been warned. So go to Gatsmana! Oh my gosh, who lost something? And awesome for the gifts. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Here comes Nick to give back their stuff. If you've lost something, please come and see Nick. Awesome. So for our people who lost stuff, when something from the supernatural world comes and touches us in the mortal realm, that is a huge blessing. Let's give them a round of applause for being such good sports. So if we can call my Nux and my niece Joyce and her two baby girls, Em and Tutu. If we can call them forward. So we have a little bit of business to do. As you saw, we have Em and Tutu. Hayetsk, Yanda Owenagwadi. Come on up here, buddy. Come on. We have these two young ladies, and they've been watching their cousin Hayek's dance, and a 2.5-year-old inspired these little baby girls to say, I want to learn dancing more. I want to dance more. And they were asking my wife and I, they were like, Auntie and Uncle, we want to dance more. We want to learn how to dance masks. And so it really means the world to my wife and I that our niece, my cousin Millie here, my beautiful cousin Millie has shared her beautiful family with us. And it means so much that your children who are half Seashell, half Giksan, have worked so hard to dance that I'm actually giving them, my wife and I are giving them these two raven masks for their own personal power and to dance them within our dance group. We love you guys. We're so proud of you guys. Woo! We just have a couple more songs for you. I can see that it's raining pretty hard. We're going to continue dancing on the stage. We hope you guys don't mind getting a little wet. We do live on the wet coast. This next song is my own personal power. It is an old song that was survived through my late grandparents, and they taught it to me when I was a young child, and it calls upon the strongest of the four winds. The north wind. The north wind we use as a messenger. Go. Yeah, we're going north wind. Okay, so they're worried about the safety and everything, so we're gonna end. Okay. Had to get that re-clarification. We are doing north wind, so we got one more knock to share with you guys. As I said, this is my own personal power, and I was taught this when I was little. And it calls upon the strongest of the four winds, the north wind. The north wind is a messenger. It carries our prayers to the Creator, and the Creator uses this being to carry strength back to us. Now, I saw this twice in my life. The first time is when my Uncle Bill died. And as we were on the beaches of Metlakatla, Alaska, preparing for his journey by burning food, by burning clothing, my family asked that I share a song, so I began calling to the north wind. The louder I sang, the stronger I sang, the stronger the wind and the waves became. And when I stopped, it too stopped. The following year, my father and my uncle passed away, and as we were with our Tlingit relatives in Saxman, Alaska, preparing for them and their feast on the other side, I was asked again to share a song, and the louder I sang, the stronger I sang, the stronger the wind and the waves became, and when I stopped, it too stopped. It was then that my family said that I needed to take this as a noch, as a power song, as a prayer song, to bring strength to those in need. This song is so old, we've lost count of how many generations the D'Angelis have been singing this. It's just always been part of our ceremonial wealth. It even has connections to my wife's family as they would sing it as children to call for safety and protection from the Creator. But it didn't have a mask and it didn't have a dance to go with it. So my wife and I sat down and created these masks, and she choreographed this dance. It's a wonderful marriage of the old and the new, honoring our rich, complex history, but also honoring the richness and complexities of who we are as 21st century Indigenous people. This is our Northwind song. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Oh, oh, oh. Vatabale soul. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Oh, oh, oh. Quatabale so hey. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Oh, 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 oh. Quatabale so hey. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Lege gagulge, gagulge, gagulge. Ow, ow, ow. Quatabale so. Thank you so much. This is our first time here, and I hope it's not our last. We really, really raise our hands up to the Crimson Coast Dance. They are amazing. To our dear relative, thank you for making this such a beautiful experience. Let's give a round of applause for the organizers. Woo! I've had to, we've traveled all over the world, Germany, Austria, Malaysia, Japan, just to name a few places, and everywhere from Florida to Alaska and all throughout Canada. With our dancers, we have up to 50 members, and I know how difficult it is organizing people. I've also helped organize the Nishka New Year called Hobier for 10 years in Vancouver, and I realize how much work and effort goes into making just a one-day event so safe and so inclusive to everybody. I'm just really proud to share the stage with some really amazing artists and artisans, and just the amount of community love and support. Give yourselves a round of applause. We just have a couple songs left before we end. And then, like I said, we're very grateful. We have to run and catch a ferry. We have other things happening that we have to get ready for. It's sad, as we just felt like it's never enough time to spend with everybody, and we really enjoyed our time with you. For us to be able to bring out everything we would, as our relative was saying who came on before us, we're used to potlatching for hours and hours and days and days. for us to bring out all over 100 different dances and masks and songs, it would take hours. So we're really grateful that we've had this time with all of you guys to be able to share just a small portion of who we are. This next song is an ancient song. It comes from our Tsitsiawit side. The Tsitsiawits are the Dene-speaking Southern Athabascans of Southeast Alaska. According to anthropologists and archaeologists, they're extinct. Yet myself and my two sons stand in front of you today as descendants of the Tsitsiawit. The Tsitsiawit would sing this song. Our ancestors would sing this song when they returned home from combat, and they would laugh and taunt our enemies because they had survived. In recent history, my grandfather, a veteran of World War II, when he returned home, our family sang this song. My Uncle Bill, who I spoke of earlier, was a Marine in Vietnam, and when he returned home, our family sang this song. My two brother cousins were in the U.S. Navy and the United States Marines, and I myself served 10 years as a U.S. Army Airborne Ranger. Oh, thank you. When we returned home from our tours of duty in combat, our family sang this song. Not only do we continue to sing this song for our warriors and our veterans, but we sing it for our residential school survivors. We sing this song for our young ones when they graduate from Head Start to elementary school, to middle school, to high school, to college and university. Our son Nick and I hosted a potlatch for my Nux when she graduated with her PhD, being the very first Aboriginal to get a doctorate in the study of our own art history. We sing this song every opportunity we can because we are still here and laughing and taunting our enemies because we had survived. My grandfather used to say there's nothing more dangerous than an Indian with an education, so be dangerous. It's okay to clap to that one, even our allies, it's okay to clap to that one. But we would add one more thing to that. There's nothing more dangerous than a compassionate and kind human being, so we all need to be that way. We've all just come from a really dark time. We've lost dancers, we've lost our Uncle Woody, we've lost family, just like I'm sure it's been that way with all of you, and it's been difficult. The fact that we can be here practicing our songs, our dances, our traditions, our people as Indigenous people have lived through another pandemic. We're still here, but collectively, we are still here, practicing who we are and being human beings. There's nothing more beautiful than that, and I really celebrate that as it's a victory for all of us. It's a victory that these young ones are dancing and so proud of who they are as Indigenous people that they hold their heads high. So we're gonna sing this song. I'm gonna ask, are you up for it? I'm gonna ask the next generation, my son Nick, to lead this song, as it just feels right to have the next generation leading it and sharing in this victory as we all come together in our victory song. How you guys doing today? I just looked at my watch. We have 10 minutes. One more? All right, we're gonna do one more. This is our exit song, and we received this through my Tlingit relatives. It is a box drum exit. From that, we'll do an exit song that my grandparents taught me as a young child that connects us to our Tantakwan Hoots Tekwidi, our Tlingit relatives in Southeast Alaska. So these two songs is kind of a mashup for our exits. And again, we raise our hands to our hosts, to all of you braving the rain. We're all West Coasters, we can handle the rain, but I'm just so proud of you guys for the massive crowd that's here, and that you guys are all excited and pumped up and just having a wonderful day. Give yourselves another round of applause, please. And System, we got one last thing that we forgot to do. So my nephew Eric has traveled down from our Lakyubim Simshan, or Simshan territory of Kitsum Kalim, up near Terrace. He's apprenticing with me as an artist, but today is his 13th birthday. So it's Eric's 13. Can you guys help me sing him happy birthday? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you. Woo! And Alexis, and thank you guys. I think we've embarrassed him enough. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a wonderful day.